welcome to my second channel. Today we're talking about, now Five Nights at Freddy's is pretty much familiar with anyone who's a fan of video games, especially games like Mario, Legend of Zelda. The title, Legend of Zelda, is kind of confusing. It's not because of the main character. The main character of the series of Legend of Zelda is Link. It's because you're playing as the character trying to rescue the princess. Sonic the Hedgehog, Pac-Man, which we're going to talk about a little bit while with that. Of course, we have, Five Nights at Freddy's, unlike the other series, is an indie survival horror game where you play characters that fight against many knights. Not all the games do that because some reason they can't have plus not all the games are completely original lineup of animatronics. We'll get delve into more of the series. As for how many games there are, main games include Five Nights at Freddy's, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, Five Nights at Freddy's 3, Five Nights at Freddy's 4, Sister Location, Pizzeria Simulator, Help Wanted, and the Alcon Security Breach. Extras include World, UCN, Special Delivery, and of course, Freddy in Space 2. Of course, the main releases will be combined into the ultimate game called my tomorrow's dream called Five Nights at Freddy's, the ultimate animatronic survival. You guessed it. You survive against all the animatronics from any released. As well as one separate segment. Anyways, today we're comparing it to the game called Undertale. Anyways, my tomorrow dream passion would be to create a game that combined only Five Nights at Freddy's, 1, 2, 3, 4, Sister Location, Pizzeria Simulator, and Help Wanted, and Security Breach. Soon later, tomorrow, we're gonna continue on making the dream project I already have, which is Five Nights at Freddy's, the ultimate challenge. Anyways, today we can compare Five Nights at Freddy's, see what I like about it and see what I don't like about it. The stories. I like the interesting stories, but the only problem I have with Five Nights at Freddy's with its stories compared to Undertale is, of course, some of the theories. Such as the theory that Phone Guy is the purple guy, Crying Joe turned out to be Michael Alton. Such as theories as, of course, the dog you see, and of course the mini game of course Fear 3 Maze is of course Mango, which is not true since Mango, by the looks of it, the only design minus the missing eye. Guess what? Does not look like the dog from the 8-bit minigame. The 3 Maze minigame from Pizzeria Simulator. Reason why? Because the dog is missing an entire, is only a head. If you look at Mango, the only pieces are missing are she missing some pieces, and of course And of course, it's a dog. A dog that pops out random once you play the few maze mini games. And of course, it can't be the dog that you when you play as the girl, because we don't know what dog it is. A better theory of mine, unlike the purple guy, is fungi theory. A better theory of mine would be that the dog could be a special child to William Afton. Aww. That's my perfect theory. Of course, the orange guy we see in the Midnight Bonus minigame cannot be William Afton, because one, he's a different color. Two, besides being related to almost the FNAF 4 house, his house is almost completely empty. 3, this feels a lot more like the 50s than the 80s. 4, the footprints have nothing to do with the crying child or any members of the active family. 5, the guy, the sitting guy, the sitting bald guy sitting cannot, of course, could be his grandma. 6, the orange dude is completely different sprite than what we see of William Afton's sprite from the games. And finally 7, of course, if we walk around a place called Junior's, it is not confirmed whether or not Junior's is the FNAF 2 location. No way, MadPat. Speaking of, the theory that MadPat brings that Mrs. Afton represents Ballora, that cannot be true since she never shows her face. 2, the fan might confirm, or maybe not confirm, but the fan art might prove this since the fan art does not show her looking like Mrs. Afton, looking like Ballora. 3, the uncomfortable design detail. 4, I'm not saying the theory is creepy, MadPat, I'm saying the theory is a little too weird. Sarah would never, ever reveal anything about why William Afton bailed Ballora in the first place. We just know she should have been a random addition to the franchise. And no, MadPat, don't you dare say I have my mind in the gutter. I know my mind is going through Ballora. To me, she's just a weird added addition to the franchise. Why? I mean, no. You can say it out to people who made those weird fan arts of Chica. Anyways, let's begin. The only theory I'm interested in. The only theory that comes close to being the best theory of all time is the obvious that Golden Freddy and Fredbear are the same animal. It's been proven that they both have hats and bow ties. They both obviously be seen holding a microphone. Both are obviously yellow animatronics. And this lines up the way Golden Freddy changes in time of the games. And no, him being a real animatronic and Fredbear's him being a real animatronic in the mini-games cannot be true, because 1, this theory is not seen with a black hat, or, of course, and no, I don't know why you see any confusions of whether or not the minigame you see in FNAF 3 and the minigame you see in FNAF 4 can be proven to be Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Restaurant. It's obviously Fredbear's Family Diner. Look at the extras menu of FNAF 4 to prove otherwise, that it says Nightmare Fredbear, and if you look down the purple hat teaser of FNAF 4, and you bring up the image that say property of, and put the words together, property of Fredbear's Family Diner. No, confused on whether or not the FNAF lore locations, Fredbear's Family Diner or not, does not really make a lot of sense. Moving on. 4 main problems in the story of Undertale is the confusing gender of the player character. For the simplicity's sake, I just call her a female, since she's obviously have long hair, and females do mostly have long hair, so it's gonna go with it. The characters. What I like about the characters, my favorite characters are, of course, the main ones that most people would be familiar with Five Nights at Freddy's is Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, Golden Freddy, Toy Freddy, Toy Bonnie, Toy Chica, Mangle, Balloon Boy, the Puppet, and let's not forget, of course, Springtrap, Nightmare Freddy, Nightmare Bonnie, Nightmare Chica, Nightmare Foxy, Fredbear, Plushtrap, Nightmare, and the Jackos. Let's not forget the Jackos. And of course, with Serious Baby, Ballore, it's minus the questionable detail of their design. Funtime Freddy, Funtime Foxy, Ennard, and of course, not yet, of course, the Music Man, Helpy, and Mediocre Melodies. The Mediocre Melodies names are Dead Bear, Mr. Hippo, Orville Elephant, Big Patch, and Happy Frog. Even though I still believe Nightmare's ugly, and I have mixed feelings about Mr. Hippo, same with Happy Frog, even though I still believe she's ugly, but don't worry, I'm not gonna be mean to her. I just think, it's like the others are not useful enough. And of course, but not to get Glitchtrap. And of course, the Grandma animatronics include Grandma Freddy, Grandma Chica, Montgomery Gator, and Roxanne Wolf. The few most decisive animatronics include Endo 1, JJ, Wizard Freddy, Wizard Bonnie, Wizard Chica, Wizard Foxy, Endo 02, Shadow Freddy, Shadow Bonnie, and of course, we not forget the Phantoms, Nightmare Balloon Boy, Puppet, and Nightmarion. We're not gonna get a little bit, but Bonbon, Bonnet, Rainy Babs, Rainy Venus, Electrobob, and Yendo. As for the others, Scrap Baby, Scrap Chap, Molten Freddy, Lefty, Trash and the Gang, which their names are Mr. Can Do, Mr. Hugs, Bucket Bob, and Number 1 Crate. And of course, Scary Puppet, Punch Out Chica, El Chip, Mexican Beaver character, obviously. And of course, not forgetting, of course, the Twisted animatronics. And no, the Twisted animatronics are not the same as the Funtime animatronics. There never was. Look at the teaser images to prove it otherwise. And of course, all the Fazbear Fight characters, including complete original ones like Fetch and Ralpho. Why have a dog named Fetch? And why have a bunny named Ralpho? We already have enough bunny characters. And of course, the dozens and dozens of not-so-canon AR characters, including the skins. Why do you think I don't count them in my animatronics?